Well, hello everybody, and a very warm welcome to today's video, which is actually coming at you from the past. Oh yeah, this me here that you're seeing now is last week's version of me, okay? I'm pre-filming a video for you because, as so many of you know, I'm expecting my first grandchild any minute now, literally any minute now. She could pop out and join us. So I'm pre-filming a video because when she does arrive, I'm going to be taking a little bit of time away from YouTube to spend with the family. So there we go. You're in the future, I'm in the past. It'll all be fine. So today's video then, I'm doing another festive one for you today because Christmas is coming, isn't it? And I thought I would do my take on the Pale Girl Winter makeup. So I've been watching a lovely lady on YouTube. She's called Amy. Her channel's called Amy Billy Blonde. And she's been doing a series called Pale Girl Winter. And it's aimed at those of us who naturally have very fair skin, sort of fair to light skin. We're very pale. And she's encouraging us all to embrace our natural skin colour and to embrace the paleness and to just enhance it as much as we can and not feel that we have to cover it up with fake tans and bronzers and heaven forbid, go on sunbeds and things like that. Because she herself has spoken about how she used to feel about her skin. She didn't feel particularly confident going out in her natural pale skin tone. So she always used to put on the self tans and the fake tans and things. And she said she would do it up to here and leave her face her natural pale colour and then match her foundation shade to her fake tan so that her face would match up with her body. And I know so many pale people that do that as well. And I used to do it. I mean, goodness, when I was in my 20s and maybe even my 30s, I used to feel the need to put on the fake tans. And I mean, when I was very young, sort of late teens, early 20s, I did sometimes go on sunbeds. I know. And it's just awful, isn't it, for you? It's really, really bad for you. And since I've become aware of the dangers of that, I haven't been near one since, and I never would ever again. I don't recommend it to anyone. But having a tan is seen as more desirable, isn't it? It's seen as, I don't know, healthier, even though that's not the case. But it's just seen as more attractive and more beautiful, isn't it, in the times that we live in? But then, of course, fashions change, don't they? So Amy is on a mission to get all of us pale-skinned people to just embrace it and really make the most of it. And I was watching one of her videos, this makeup look that she did using products that are really, really good for pale skin. And I've got quite a few of those products in my own collection. So I thought I'd come on and do my sort of more mature over 40 version of it. Because Amy herself, I think she's in her early 30s. It's hard to pinpoint exactly how old she is, but I think she's in her early 30s. So obviously how these products sit on her skin will be different to how they sit on my skin, because obviously I'm 48 now. I'm that much older than she is. I've got the lines, the wrinkles, the pores, all of the things. So we'll see how they work on my skin. So let's get on with it. And I'm going to use my red headband today because we're being festive. There we go, to go with the red top. Do you like it? Right, now, something that Amy and I do have in common is rosacea. So we both get redness on our cheeks. So that's something that we do have in common. And the foundation that she used in the video that I watched is actually a drugstore one, and it's the Maybelline Superstay Skin Tint. And she used it in this shade as well, 06. And she spoke about some brands who make makeup for pale skin tones and that they do really, really well. They get the undertones just right. And one of the brands that she mentioned was Maybelline, and this foundation in particular. Now, I have it in shade 06, but they do even lighter versions of this. So if you are even fairer skinned than me, chances are you'll be able to find this foundation. I think there are 3 lighter colours than this. So that's good, isn't it? Because so often, you know, this would be sort of the lightest that any foundation would come in. And there are people that are even lighter. So it, as you know, if you're familiar with this foundation as well, it comes with a dropper. And I can't stand foundations that come with droppers. So I get these pumps from Amazon and just attach them to the bottle. So that's why this one's got a pump on, in case you were wondering. So there we go. It's quite a runny foundation in consistency. Let me get my brush, my Beili foundation brush here, and just put some of this all over my face. So yeah, do you know about Amy Billy Blonde? Do you watch her channel? Um, I love it on YouTube when I find, especially in the beauty space, when I find a creator who I feel has things in common with myself. So whether they're a similar skin tone to me, or if they've got a similar hair color or hair texture. Obviously my hair is naturally wavy curly like this. So whenever I find somebody with similar hair, similar skin, you know, a similar age as well, I get really excited because I love it, because if they find a product that they love that really works for them, chances are I'll probably like it too. And there aren't that many women on Facebook, well, I haven't found them anyway, that are about my age with my colouring, sort of this strawberry blonde, curly hair, green eyes, my age with a bit of rosacea as well, oily skin. There's a lot of people on YouTube with dry skin. So I feel that, you know, I can't really relate to that because the products that they love, I feel don't work for me, etc. So I think we do all naturally gravitate to creators who we feel have things in common with ourselves, quite naturally. And Amy, apart from being quite a bit younger than me, I do feel that we have certain similarities. Now, the concealer that she used in this video was also by Maybelline, and it's the Eraser, this one. It's very, very famous. We're all very familiar with this, aren't we? But this particular shade, 00, is wonderful if you are fair-skinned. So I'm going to pop some of this on my under eye area, just in there and in there. And the undertone of this, it's not too yellow either, which some concealers can be. And I'm going to just pop some on my eyelids as well, just to act as a little bit of an eyeshadow primer, and some down in the marionette lines as well. Lovely. I love the sponge tip applicator. I know not everybody does, do they? Some people take it off, but I think it's really nice. So let's give this a blend all over the eyes. Oh, it's a classic for a reason, isn't it? This concealer. It's such a good one. Really, really nice. Beautiful. Okay, so I do think that quite a lot of my audience has pale skin as well. I know not everybody does, before you all say, I know not everybody does, but quite a lot of you have told me that you do have similar colouring to me. So I hope that you'll find this video quite useful, and I will link Amy Billy Blonde's channel down below as well, so that if you want to go and check her out, I think she's lovely. I think she's Welsh as well. She's got a slightly Welsh accent. She is a professional makeup artist too, which I am not, obviously. You know, I'm just a woman who wears makeup and has done for over 30 years. But no, I think she's really, really good and really knowledgeable. I've learned a lot from her. Now, the powder that she used in the video, I got very excited because I also have this powder and I love this powder. And if you were watching my favourite products of 2025, this was the winning powder. And it is the NYX Wonder Snatch, one of these loose powders. And I have this in the shade Peach Posse, and she also had it in this shade as well, because our skin tones are very similar. And oh, it's so good. If you use powder and if you like a loose powder, it's amazing. And I love that it's got this, you can close off the sifter as well so it doesn't make a mess. Robert Welsh loves this as well. I was watching him do a video last night, and he was saying how much he loves this powder. So good. And I'm just going to set down my T-zone with this. Yeah, and on my eyes as well, set that concealer. Right. Oh, so, so fine. It's soft. It's smoothing. It's just lovely. It really is. So, so nice. And like me as well, Amy says that she loves the Laura Mercier translucent loose powder, but that does lean a little bit yellow, I have to say. And she said that as well. It can sort of make you look a little tiny bit on the yellow side. And this one in the shade Peach Posse, it doesn't do that. Something about the shade, that this particular shade of peach is really, really flattering. And I think that's lovely. And I don't look sort of that much different to my actual natural skin colour, which is why I wanted to wear this top as well, so that you can see what my actual skin tone is. You know, I am very, very fair. Now then, for bronzer, if you have watched my videos before, you'll know that I always use bronzer. I always use some sort of powder bronzer just around the outer perimeter of my face, not necessarily to make me look tanned and not necessarily to contour my face. I just like how it looks. But sometimes the tone of the bronzer, the shade of the bronzer, they can make me look a little bit like I am going for that tanned look, which I'm not. And the product that Amy recommended, I hadn't heard of it or seen it before. I did go out and buy it though, because I really liked how it looked on her. And it's by Morphe. I don't use many products by Morphe, but the one or two that I do have, I do really like. And what's this called? It's called the Shape Lifter. Hold on, let's have a look. The Shape Lifter Micro Contour Stick in the shade Tapered. So there you go. It's the Shape Lifter Micro Contour Stick in the shade Tapered. I will list it down below if you're interested. And it's such a clever product. It looks like this, and it's a perfect contour shade. It's not too orange and it's not too grey either, because some of these creamy contour products, they can pull quite grey and ashy on me. And this one doesn't. And I'm going to apply it in the way that she applied hers. So she basically, in this sort of shadowy, hollowy area here under the cheekbone, she just drew a little line like that with it. And then I'm going to take this flat Beili brush here and just go over and just blend it in, because it gives you that lovely sort of, what am I trying to say? That sort of warm sort of shape to your face without looking orange and without looking overly sort of chiseled and contoured as well. So I think it's genius. Really nice. So about that much. And then I'm going to blend it again over here. And I never would have thought to ever have used a product like this before I saw that video from her. And I love what that has done. It's very, very subtle, isn't it? But it's just not too much. It's just a tiny little shadow just to make me look like I've got a bit more of a cheekbone. And I'm going to do up here as well, because I do have quite a large forehead. If you don't, you might not want to do this bit. But I just like to just blend it into my hairline up there. And it just makes a nice change from just doing the same routine all the time, you know, as I normally would with my bronzer. And then I'm just going to go down the sides of my nose here, like that, and blend that in. It's really nice and easy to blend as well. Yeah, lovely. It's just added a bit more dimension, hasn't it, to my face, without really adding any extra colour. I think it's really nice. I love it. Right, so where are we next? Oh, now blush. And you know me with blush. I love my blush, and I think I do have a bit of blush blindness going on. I do tend to over apply it, but I don't care because I love it. And I think of all of the items of makeup that we put on our faces, the one that wears off the quickest through the day is probably the blush, isn't it? And the lip colour, but we probably would reapply the lip colour, wouldn't we? So I don't mind going a bit OTT with the blush. Anyway, she recommends that for pale people, she said that we should avoid cool toned blushes, like the, you know, the very, very, really cool toned, almost purpley toned blushes. She thinks that they can make us look a bit, what was the word she used? Like vampiric. Which, if that's the look you're going for, absolutely fill your boots. You know, if you've got the goth thing going on, then yeah, great. But I don't want to look vampiric. So she said if we stick to warmer tone blushes, it just gives us that healthy glow. And the one that she used was one of these by It Cosmetics. It's called the Do It All Serum Colour Balm Sun Blush. And it's a little pot like this, and it's a nice sort of creamy balm blush, and she used this, and she said it was really, really lovely, and I would agree it is. And when she first said it's a balm, I thought, oh no, that's not going to suit my oily skin, because sometimes these balm type products, they don't sort of dry down and set, do they? They can stay quite dewy and sticky. So I didn't like the sound of it, but I went to Boots and I saw it and I put some on my hand just like I'm doing now, and I just felt it and I thought, actually no, it does dry down. It does dry down. It doesn't stay wet or sticky. So I did buy one, as you can see, and I do really like it. But I also, couple of weeks ago when I was in Boots, I bought one of these Morphe blushes, you know, the ones with the 3 colours, these ones. I thought it reminded me of the Patrick Tar duos with the powder and the cream. And if you look at the shades, they're actually quite similar. This one, what's it called? Cheek Thrills, Beach Bonfire, Beach Bonfire. But the tone is very similar, isn't it? That sort of corally peachy shade. So I don't know. I mean, if you're on a budget, go for the Morphe one. If you're not on a budget and you fancy trying this, then go ahead because it's a nice product as well. But I thought for today, I am going to use the Morphe one because I think they're lovely. And I've got one of these Morphe powder brushes as well, which I think is really nice for powder blushes. So I'm going to go into this shade here, which is the powder one. And I'm just going to apply some of that where she applied it to her cheeks in the video. So it was quite high up on her cheek up here. And it's lovely. Look at that. Isn't that a beautiful shade? That is gorgeous on fair pale skin. It really is. It's just like a healthy flush, isn't it? Like I've been outside in the snow. Snow, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Some snow in December for a change. It very rarely snows in December here anymore. Maybe in January or February we might get a bit, but yeah, it's just a bit cloudy and rainy here at the moment. Lovely, isn't it? Now, I know that this isn't Patrick Tar, this is Morphe, but Patrick Tar says do your powder first and then put your cream on the top to give just a healthy glow. So I'm going to try that and see how it works with these Morphe blushes. So the one I'm going to use is this one here at this end on my Real Techniques stippling brush. I'm going to go into this shade here and just dab it just along the top of that, just to give that healthy amount of glow. It's lovely, lovely, isn't it? Now, I do have one of the Patrick Tar duos, and I have to say, quality-wise, it's similar. It is similar. And I mean, this colour is different to the Patrick Tar colour I've got. That's more of a sort of browny, more neutral sort of blush. This is definitely more corally peach. But yeah, really, really nice, isn't it? So that's these Cheek Thrills by Morphe. Really nice. So now I'm going to fill in my brows. And Amy also recommends the Morphe eyebrow pencils because obviously they're not too expensive, are they? They're a little bit more than sort of standard drugstore prices, but they're certainly not up there with the high-end ones. And as you know, if you've seen me before, my favourite type of eyebrow pencil is this skinny one with the product at one end and the spoolie on the other end. And I've got this one in the shade Almond. Now, this works for me because it does have a tiny bit of warmth in it. And obviously, I've got this sort of strawberry blonde colour hair. So if you do have warmth in your hair too, I think you might like this almond shade. Amy doesn't. She's more of an ash blonde, and she likes this in the shade Latte. But yeah, this almond colour I think's lovely. So let's just go over my tattooed areas. There we go, just to sharpen it up a little bit. Mm. Yeah, Morphe as a brand isn't one that I've delved into very much at all, until very recently. But they have some really nice products, don't they? Yeah, I think I'll leave that like that. And I will just go through with the spoolie end just to, yeah, soften that. Lovely. Now then, for eyeshadow. In the video I saw, she used a liquid eyeshadow. It was one of the Armani liquids, but I don't have one of those. I did see her talk in another video about the pale girl makeup that one of the other eyeshadow palettes that she loves to use is the I Need A Nude by Charlotte Tilbury. So if you have that palette and you're fair skinned, get that out and play with that, because those sort of rosy, nudie grey shades are really flattering. If you don't have it though, you can buy the small baby version of it like this, which I have. It's the Natasha Denona I Need A Nude baby palette, and you can buy this in a set with a Natasha Denona eyeliner pencil as well. And I do find that these are enough. Now, I do have the full-size I Need A Nude palette upstairs in my drawer with all my eyeshadow palettes, but I mean, it's big. It's a big £15 palette, and you don't always want to be carrying that around with you if you're traveling, if you're going away for the night or something, or if you just want to keep your daily use makeup in a little bag. You don't always want a massive palette. So these two, I find, work really, really well. And there's someone at the door now. Please hold. Sorry about that. It was the Amazon man bringing me some of my Christmas shopping that I did. Oh, yeah. Presents that I have to wrap. Anyway, back to this gorgeous palette, the Baby I Need A New palette from Natasha Denona. Now, I'm just going to put this on my eyes so that you can see how nice they look against pale skin. So I'm going to go into this lightest matte shade here on a big fluffy brush like this and just put that into my crease and blend it down onto the mobile lid. Oh, Natasha Denona formulas, honestly, out of this world. Have you tried them? Let me know. Have you tried Natasha Denona? And do you have a favourite palette from her? So she does the big 15 pans, doesn't she? She does the smaller 5-pan palettes and these 3-pan little baby palettes. And for this and the eyeliner, I think it's about £24 for this little set, which, you know, it's, if you just want to try the formula and see what you think of it, I think that's a good deal. Because I would say that these 3 shades are the ones I use the most in the larger palette anyway. So it's a really good deal. And they just blend themselves, honestly. They are a dream to apply. They really, really are beautiful. And I'm using my Beili brushes here, my set of 15 Beili brushes off Amazon. And it's lovely, gorgeous. The brushes do all the work for me. But look at that. Isn't that lovely? That rosy brown colour. It's beautiful. And what shall I do next? I'm going to take some of this darker matte colour as well, just on the same brush for now, and just place it in that outer third. Just in there, try a little bit more depth at that outer edge there. Same again on the other side. There we go. And then I'm going to take another brush again from my Beili set. It's a clean brush, there's no product on this, and just go over and give it a blend. There we go. We don't want any harsh edges from this. There we go. Lovely. And now the shimmer shade in the middle is gorgeous as well. And I'm going to take some of that on my finger and just go on my lower eyelid, sort of in the center, and across into the corner, that inner corner, just to add some light. Lovely. Oh, I would definitely wear this to a Christmas party or a New Year's Eve party. Beautiful. Very, very minimal fallout as well from these shadows. They're just absolutely gorgeous. There we go. And there too. Lovely, isn't it? Now, Amy does say in terms of eyeliner, not to use black because if you're very pale, it can be a bit too harsh on your face. And I do kind of agree with her on that. I would never use a black eyeliner on myself. I do use dark eyeliners, like dark browns or dark purples or dark greens, but I wouldn't use black. But the one I'm going to use today is the Natasha Denona one that comes in the little set with this palette. And this one is in the shade Taupe, and it's a beautiful, you see, it's just like it's not even a dark brown, it's like a mid bronzy brown, isn't it? But I'm going to use this today because we're going for that sort of lighter look. So just along my upper lash line, outer corner there, and a little tight line as well. There we go. Nothing fancy, no flicks or wings or anything. I just want to thicken up that lash line there. And same again on this side. Lovely creamy pencil, this one. Yeah, lovely. Now, Amy also said with your mascara, maybe consider not using black mascara as well if you're very, very pale skinned, very, very fair. Now, I don't know, I take issue with that a little bit because I do love my black L'Oreal Panorama mascara, the In All Night Black. I just love it. I love the impact that it gives to my lashes when it's in black, and I just love that sort of dramatic lash look. But I sort of take on board what she's saying. It can look softer if you use a brown or a burgundy or something like that. So I thought, okay, I hear you, Amy. I'll do what you're saying for the sake of, experimenting. And I had a look through my collection, and I don't actually have a brown mascara. The only non-black mascara I have is this Clinique High Impact Mascara in the shade Black Honey. Because if you were watching a couple of months ago, I did a video all about the Clinique Black Honey collection, and this was the mascara that I used. So I thought I'll use this one today. And I am going to use a primer with it though, because I find that I don't get as much volume from this as I would like. So I'm going to use a primer underneath it. And the primer that I found recently that I think is just fantastic is actually by Catrice. And it's the, what's it called? Glam and Doll Tinted Primer. And I used this in my last video on Catrice. If you saw that, I was raving about this because it surprised me just how much volume and length it gives for a primer. It's a primer, and it's just been fabulous. I mean, look at that. Look at that, from a primer. And, most of these mascara primers are white, aren't they? And they make your lashes go white. So I like the fact that this one has that soft black colour to it. It's just so good. And it's Catrice. It's Catrice as well. So it's great. Shall I do my bottom lashes? What do you think? Go on, I will, because it's Christmas. Okay. Just a bit, though. I don't want to go overboard. There we go. And the reason I don't want to go overboard on the bottom lashes is because I've got quite oily skin, and I do find that if I put mascara on the bottom lashes, it can smudge and it can smear, especially if it's not a waterproof or a tubing. So let's go in with this Clinique High Impact Mascara in Black Honey. So it's like one of these natural hair ones over that primer. Now you'd think Black Honey would be that sort of deep purpley sort of berry tone, wouldn't you? I don't really see that from this. To me, this is just like a dark brown, a dark sort of warm brown mascara. I mean, it's pretty, it's nice, it's a nice colour. Um, if it was waterproof or tubing, I'd probably wear it more. There we go. And I will go over the bottom lashes as well with this so that you can see. What do you think of that? There we go. And it probably is a slightly softer look than if I was to use black mascara. For instance, I would never put black mascara along the bottom because I do feel that that would be a bit too jarring against my pale skin, a bit too harsh. So I do kind of agree with Amy on that side of things. But I think this eye look with that eyeshadow, the liner and this mascara is very, very nice and very flattering on my pale skin. Now then, liner. Oh, I've done liner. What am I talking about? I'm going to do lips next, aren't I? And for lips, what did she say about lips? I think she said use a liner that's quite similar to your natural skin colour, but a tiny bit warmer. And I think that that would depend on your preference as well and what colour lipstick that you like to wear. But the one that I'm going to use today is by Lancome, and it's in the shade Nude Now. And I'm just choosing this one because the shade of it is pretty much my lips, but a little bit warmer. So that's the reason I've picked this one. I need to sharpen that, don't I? Look at that. All right. So I'm just going to go on that outer vermilion border. Mm, nice, isn't it? And the lipstick that I've chosen to use today, it's not one that Amy used. I can't remember what lipstick she actually used, but I'm going to use my number one top favourite lip product from 2025. So if you did see that video of my favourites, you will have seen me use this, my NYX Lip IV in the shade Bubblegum Burst. It's amazing. It's like a lipstick and a lip gloss and a lip stain all in one. It feels lovely and comfortable on your lips as well. It lasts a long time. When the shine dies down, you're left with a beautiful stain on your lips, which lasts for hours. Beautiful. I'm just going to apply some of this. Mm. Mm. Oh, I love it. I love it. So there, what do you think? Now, this is all of the products that Amy recommended for Pale Girl Winter, as she called it. I'm Pale Woman Winter, I think we are over here, aren't we? Because we're a little bit older. So let's get the hairband out now, give the hair a little zhuzh. And here we go. I'm ready for a night out now, feels like. So yeah, just to end the video now, I just want to say to you, you know, have a go at just embracing whatever it is that's natural about yourself, whether it's your hair texture like me with my curly hair, or your pale skin, or just whatever it might be. Just embrace it and try and make the most of it, because you might actually start to like it, and that's got to be a good thing, hasn't it? So there you go. I will link Amy's channel below, so go and have a look if you haven't already, and I'll see you again next time, and hopefully I'll be a grandma by then and I'll be able to give you some baby news. All right then, thanks for watching everyone. I'll see you soon. Bye.